So far, we've talked a lot about listening with empathy, with curiosity, without defensiveness, but communication is a two-way street. And just as important as how you listen is how you speak. Now we're going to talk about expressing your needs clearly, kindly, and without triggering your partner's defenses. This is a cornerstone skill in long-lasting, happy relationships. Let me start with a story. A couple I worked with, Hannah and Leo, had been dating for 4 years and were just a few months from their wedding. They loved each other deeply, but arguments would spark over seemingly small things, like how often they spent weekends apart or what time Leo got home from work. One session, Hannah said, "You're so selfish. I always feel like I'm last on your list." Leo responded, "I don't even know what you want from me. I'm working hard for us." And that's when I paused them. I asked Hannah, "What's the actual need or longing under your frustration?" She looked confused at first. Then she sighed and thought a little bit and said, "I just miss him. I want more time together." There it was. Her need was real. Her hurt was valid. But the way she expressed it as a criticism of Leo, it put Leo on the defensive and made connection impossible. So we rewrote her message using what we call an I statement. This is a core Gottman skill that changes the entire tone of a conversation when it's said genuinely and kindly. So here's the formula. I feel, fill in the blank with an emotion about what's the situation. I need blank or what? Some specific, clear, kind request. So we practiced. I feel disconnected when we don't spend quality time together on the weekends. I'd love to plan something just the two of us this Saturday. Would that work for you? The result? Leo didn't feel accused. He felt invited. When she led with vulnerability and talked about herself and her own needs or wishes, instead of criticism, instead of describing Leo, Leo moved closer. That's the power of tone and how you speak to each other. That's the power of clarity. And that's the difference between a complaint and blaming your partner. So why is this so hard for most of us? Well, many of us were never taught how to ask for what we need in healthy, direct, kind ways. We were taught to hint, to expect mind reading, to hold it in until we explode, or to feel guilty for just having needs, or to passive aggressively punish each other or criticize each other when our needs aren't met, or demand what we need. All of those are dysfunctional and unhealthy and ineffective. They tend to not get you what you want. But your needs are valid, and your partner cannot meet a need that they don't know about. Let's break the I statement down again. The three parts are: 1, I feel emotion. So start with your emotion: sadness, frustrated, longing, scared. Think about emotions. And don't focus on your partner.